Okay, I'm back, y'all, in Divinely Grateful Rises. Child, I got to sit back here because the sun, then the Padre God done turned the sun on. Okay, oh Lord, Padre God done turned the sun on. Okay, so it's still rising at right here where I'm at. But anyway, okay, I'm back, y'all. I have a message that Padre God wanted me to come through and give real quick, and then he sent me the scripture, of course. So let me just give y'all a little backstory, right? So one of the things that Padre God been talking to me about is how there are changes that are getting ready to happen in our lives. And so as these changes begin to happen, there are obstacles that start to show up randomly, message out of nowhere. And you can be going along good. You can be going along just as good. And then all of a sudden, child, it seemed like something just come in and try to blindside you. And so look, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords. So literally Padre God, as I was talking to him about this, he started talking to me about the narrow path, right? And how the things that are happening. See, some of us, we've been on the straight and narrow. We've been walking this path with the Lord, doing what he's asking us to do, being obedient, but the enemy trying to come through and child trying to make you get off that path. And so when Padre God was talking to me about it today, or I was talking to him about it this morning, it was like, man, it'd be so easy sometimes to go back. Come on, 133. It's why people don't walk this journey, y'all. Why people don't walk this path. It's because it's difficult, because the enemy gonna send stuff at you that he ain't gonna send at other folks. It feels like sometimes, come on, like it feels like it's easier to go and do the worldly things, and instead of carrying your cross, instead of following the Lord, it's easy to do the worldly things. But anyway, so he took me to scripture this morning, and it's the narrow gate, right? The narrow gate. And it says, you can enter God's kingdom only through the narrow gate. The highway to hell is broad, and its gate is wide for the many who choose that way. But the gateway to life is very narrow, and the road is difficult, and only a few ever find it. And the reason only a few ever find it, come on, 222, is simply because, y'all, we go through things over here on this side of the street, child. We go through, look, come on, the narrow street. We go through things on this side of the street that you ain't, not to say that you ain't gonna have to deal with stuff on the other side of the street, but on this side of the street, sometimes it feels like the obstacles are a little harder. Sometimes it feels like things are more complicated, or when you do go through a challenge, it's harder to come back from it. It's harder to rebound. It's harder to pull yourself back up, especially if you've had to take some L's and take some losses. And you feel it's like sometimes you'll get so discouraged because you'll be like, man, how am I going to pull myself out of this? And it seems like, if especially when you follow in the Lord, like it feels like it takes so much longer to try to recover. And then when you're in the process of recovering, then something else will come in that'll make you be like, man, this is too hard. This is too much. And that's why a lot of people don't continue on this walk. They don't continue to follow God the way that we're supposed to, because yeah, it's more difficult over here, y'all. Like the challenges are harder. The bounce back is harder. Like we go, it seemed like the tests be harder. That's what we talking about this morning on this morning's message. Like the tests be harder. Seem like everything is just harder. But oh, come on, Spirit. After Padre God got done telling me about that and talking to me about, yeah, it's easy to be on the wide road. It's easy to be on that side of the street. Let me tell you something, but the payoff is not nearly as good as when you're on this narrow path. The payoff of what God is getting ready to bring into your life, for all of your hard work, for all of your discipline, for everything that you have accomplished as a result of not giving up, persevering, being resilient, continue to follow him, continuing to listen and be obedient to what he's asking you to do. The payoff is oh, come on, Spirit, is something that the people on the other side of the street they'll never experience that. Come on, 222, like they'll never experience that, because we had to do it the hard way. We had to do it when there was no other person. You're gonna lose more, you're gonna sacrifice more. The experience itself is going to be so much harder, but the reward is so much greater. So I don't know who needed that message besides myself just this morning. But Padre God said, yeah, everybody ain't gonna walk this path. Everybody ain't gonna choose to stay on the path, because the closer you get to the victory, the success, and the things that God has promised you, the closer you get to your inheritance, the closer you get to kingdom. Like, and really having and establishing yourself in the Lord, the harder the tests are gonna get. Y'all know we say new levels, new devils. And so yeah, we come on, spirit, we be facing things that are much more challenging when we were over living outside of Padre God message. Okay. Anyway, so just don't give up, y'all. Just don't give up. Keep on walking, keep on pushing through, keep on taking this path, keep on going in this direction that you're going in, and you're gonna be all right. Because guess what? Padre God is your safety net. And regardless of what test or obstacle you go through, guess what? If you fall, he gonna be right there to catch you. He gonna be right there to continue to provide support. So just know first of all, you were just not walking this narrow path by yourself. Because the thing about it is, God is walking with you every step of the way. So keep on the path or whatever God has told you to do. Okay. That's it. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. Look, come on, free. We receive it. And that's something else that comes through over here, y'all. True freedom, unlimited freedom, and really knowing what y'all just said. Whoever the sun sets free is free indeed, period. That's a scripture somewhere. But anyway, that might be another message. I love y'all in real life. I'll see y'all on this morning's message. If you tap in 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, stay on the narrow path. It's gonna pay off for you. Okay, love y'all. Bye, y'all.